The other Ford Focus is 1015 volts. Our others are 1015 volts. Concrete, have a good evening.
It's Saturday morning, it's a gorgeous morning out, already 6.5 degrees. It's supposed to get to 15, so later on when I get outside in the garage, I won't even have to turn the furnace on. First stop of the day, I gotta get the windshield fixed in the Jetta. I got that nasty stone chip there, so I need to get that fixed before it decides to split. It's springtime here, so pretty much have to get an appointment booked because everybody's getting their windows fixed, so let's head her down there. Probably run a few other errands and hit outside in the garage. Need to find a new go-to beer because Old Milwaukee looks like they changed their cans and even changed their brew. Went from 5% to 4.9 and it just doesn't taste the same anymore. So I need to find a new go-to beer. There's already been a few cops out already today, and what I don't understand is why cops aren't out between the hours of 12 a.m. to like 2:30 in the morning, because practically 50% of the people on the road they can catch for drunk driving. Like in the morning here, all you're gonna catch is speeders. You're not gonna catch the people who are actually being dangerous. Just got back home, windshield is fixed. This wasn't too bad, only $40. And I picked up some other things for a project that's gonna probably start taking place within the next month and a half or so. One of them was I picked up this 50 caliber ammo cartridge because what I'm gonna do is build my own 12 volt power supply, and this is basically gonna be the control box where everything's gonna run with my 12 volt plug-in, switches to run the lights on top of the truck. Somebody had mentioned before and said, why don't you get the Yeti 400 and the solar panel when you're out camping instead of packing the generator? But after closer inspection, I'm gonna spend in Canada probably just a little over 600 with shipping, and it only has, I think, 40 amp hours or something. So, and then the solar panels on top of that for the Yeti was another like $200. But I picked up, it's coming in a 300 watt RV solar package coming. It comes with the 30 amp modular, whatever it is. And I'm gonna pick up a gel battery that's 100 amp hours. And we're gonna build my own solar generator when I'm out camping this year, doing some gold mining, doing some camping, all that kind of stuff. Some Rolling Rock. I don't know if this is gonna be my new go-to beer, but cheap beer isn't so cheap anymore. And you know, even in Canada, I think I paid like 27 bucks for that. Tomcat, do you wanna go outside? Oh my, you are such a big suck. You gonna go get some ice? You gonna go get some ice? Another thing I picked up this week is the Snap-on Solus Pro. It's an older model. I messaged the guy on Kijiji about it, and he sent me back a message saying that some guy was supposed to pick it up tonight for $500, but he didn't show up. So I'm like, if you're gonna give it to me for $500, I'll come down and pick it up. So I went down, picked her up, and it's updated to 2013. Now, if you guys also remember, I also have the Matco Maxme. This is a bi-directional scanner, where this one here isn't. This one here, unfortunately, you have to buy your modules, which you could buy them for, or rent them, I should say, for $20 a month, or all vehicles for, I think, $120. In a sense, that kind of sucks, but that was the reason why something like this was only $1,000, where a Snap-on is running you about $4,000. You get the modules, they're already installed, they stay there forever. The only thing you gotta do is pay stupidly expensive to update it. Like mine's updated to 2013. I can still get updates for this model, but the updates are, according to the Snap-on website, are $1,000 American, which would be quite a bit Canadian. So why would you update? You'd probably just trade it into the Snap-on dealer and get a new version, which would probably be your best bet. But for 500 bucks, I couldn't pass it up. We're gonna go outside and plug it into my Jetta, and we'll give you a quick look. The thing I do find that's pretty stupid, the Snap-on scanner, is using these personality keys. But I found out if I use the DL16 adapter and the S44 key, I can read my domestic and my Jetta. So I should power this on. We're just gonna go into previous vehicles because my car is already in there. which is right here. Connecting. I got my identification, and just go into codes. See if there's any codes. No codes present. Just going to special features. One of them is pretty cool. Is that it has the prime fuel circuit for when you replace your fuel filters, which is really nice. The one thing I have not found is the reset oil filter. Right now it's just going to go through a bunch of tests. Here we go. It does have the service reminder resets. That's a huge bonus right there. There's lots of options. I was kind of scanning through to see if there was an adaptation to reset the throttle body, because I want to take it apart and clean it this year, but I did not see anything for that. Which really doesn't matter a whole bunch because I got VAGCOM anyways. I can go into VAGCOM and reset it. Looks like my lens on my camera's got some dust on it too. Gonna have to clean that off. Hey buddy, is there any mice in there? This is another thing I picked up this past week off the Snap-on truck, which was actually cheaper getting off the Snap-on truck than it was getting from Amazon. Is this AirCat 1/2-inch compact impact wrench. I mean, it's not a lot of power for most guns go. It only got like 500 foot-pounds of torque. But in those spots where it's tight, this thing's gonna come in handy. I'm gonna do a review on it on my other channel. This thing's nice. Alright, it's motherfucking beer time. We got some Alpine. We're gonna end this video here because we're gonna get started on the quad, and everything I said before just doesn't go with what I'm gonna be doing now. Oh, I hope to have this engine back together this weekend. Next weekend I have to work. It's really busy at work. We have some deadlines to get done by April 2nd. I don't like putting in overtime, but I'm gonna put in some overtime. And then we're gonna focus on this project because I gotta get this ATV done. And then we're gonna work on some real fun stuff and get ready for gold mining and camping this summer. We got lots of things. I got solar panels ordered. We're gonna do some solar testing, see if there's advantages to having solar power versus a generator, because my solar generator that I'm building basically is going to be about the same cost as a Honda EU 2000i generator. It's not going to produce 2000 watts to run AC, but can it be sustained enough that I can run like a 12-volt fridge and everything else out in the bush? We're going to find that out. Anyways, I'm going to get going. It's motherfucking beer time. If you guys have any questions or comments, post them below. Otherwise, I want to thank you guys for watching.